Dear children, we are moving on to the second lesson, acids, bases and salts. I am sure you must have learned about acids, bases and salts in lower classes. What are acids? Acids are any compounds or substances that can give H plus ions in an aqueous solution. Bases are substances that can give OH minus or hydroxyl ions in aqueous solution. What else have you learned about acids and bases? You surely must have learned that acids have a sour taste and bases are bitter in taste, and bases also have a soapy or a slippery feel. Physical differences that you can mention, that acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste, bases have a soapy and slippery feel. So acids have a sour taste, bases have bitter taste. Also, bases are slippery, or they have a slippery feel or a soapy feel. The first one is a taste. Second one is the litmus paper test that you can use. A blue litmus paper. If you take an acid, if you take in a beaker and you put a blue litmus paper, blue turns to red if it is an acid. So short form I will write ABR. This acid, blue turns to red. Blue turns to red. Blue litmus paper turns to red in an acid. If this is an acid and you put a blue litmus paper, it turns to red. ABR. You take a base in a beaker and you take a red litmus paper. Red litmus paper turns blue in a base. So BRB. Base, red turns blue. Acid, blue turns red. You remember this short form. BRB for base and ABR for acid. Acid, blue turns red. Base, red turns blue. What are the different types of acids? There are organic acids and inorganic acids. What are the two forms or two types? Organic acids and inorganic acids. Organic acids are obtained from living things. That's why they are called organic. And the acids that we obtain from minerals are known as inorganic acids. The examples for organic acids are formic acid, which you will write as HCOOH. Second one, acetic acid, which is CH3COOH. These are organic acids. And inorganic acids, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. These are all inorganic acids. They are obtained from minerals. Now, acids can be weak or they can be strong. What are weak acids? Acids which do not undergo complete ionization in water are called weak acids. Acids which do not undergo complete decomposition in water are called weak acids. For example, carbonic acid is a weak acid. It only undergoes partial decomposition in water. It is formed when carbon dioxide is dissolved in water. Like in soda, whenever carbon dioxide is dissolved in water, you get carbonic acid. Now strong acids, HNO3 is a strong acid. It undergoes complete dissociation to give H plus and NO3 minus. Nitric acid is a strong acid because when it is in water, it completely ionizes or dissociates to give H plus ions and NO3 minus ions or nitrate ions. Also, H2SO4 is a strong acid. When you dissolve in water, it completely ionizes to give H plus ions and SO4 2 minus ions. So this is a strong acid, this is a strong acid, this is a weak acid. All organic acids are weak acids. They don't undergo complete ionization. For example, HCOH, which is formic acid. When you dissolve it in water, partial ionization occurs and you get minus. This is a formate ion and you get an H plus ion. So this is dissociation of formic acid to give formate ion and H plus ion. It is a partial dissociation reaction, and hence this is a weak acid. So acetic acid CH3COOH, when you add it to water, you get acetate ion CH3COO minus ion, and you have H plus ion. This is also a partial dissociation reaction, so it is a weak acid. Acetic acid is also a weak acid. Now examples of strong acids, you have nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. And examples of weak acids, you have carbonic acid, phosphoric acid, formic acid, and you have acetic acid. So these are weak acids: carbonic acid, phosphoric acid, formic acid, and acetic acid. And examples of strong acids, you have nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, and sulfuric acid. HCl is actually a gas, but in high pressure HCl can be liquefied to form hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, when it is added to water, you will get H plus ions and Cl minus ions. This is how it dissociates. It is a strong acid, so it undergoes complete dissociation or complete ionization. So this H plus ion can again combine with water molecule and form hydronium ions. H3O positive this is called hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. It can happen with nitric acid also. Nitric acid will form H plus ion and nitrate ion. This H plus can combine with water and you can get hydronium ion, and you can get an NO3 minus. So this is the dissociation. So you can define acid as any substance that can give H plus ion or hydronium ion in aqueous solution, a proton or a hydronium ion in aqueous solution. Acid is a substance that can give either of these two. Now bases. Examples of bases are NaOH, KOH, NH4OH. This is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, when added to water, you will get Na plus ions and OH minus ions. Those substances that can form hydroxyl ions or OH minus ions are called bases. Again, KOH or potassium hydroxide will give K plus ions and OH minus ions. Ammonium hydroxide, on adding to water you get ammonium ions and OH minus ions. These two, this is a strong base, it undergoes complete ionization. This is a strong base, complete ionization, and this is a weak base. Example of weak base. Ammonium hydroxide is an example of weak base. It doesn't undergo complete ionization, only partial ionization to NH4 plus and OH minus ions. Water soluble bases. Water soluble bases are called alkali. Example, NaOH is an alkali, potassium hydroxide is an alkali. So you have examples of alkali, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Water soluble bases are called alkali. You also need to know something called monoprotic acids and polyprotic acids, or you can again divide acids on the basis of number of replaceable protons it has. Okay, so if it has just one replaceable proton, then it is a monoprotic acid. If it has two or more replaceable protons, then it is a polyprotic acid. For example, HCl on dissociation, you get only one H plus and Cl negative ion. HNO3 on dissociation, you get only one H plus and NO3 minus ions. In the case of sulfuric acid, H2SO4, on dissociation you get 2 H plus ions and sulfate ions. And in the case of phosphoric acid, you get 3 H plus ions and phosphate ion. So this is a diprotic acid, this is a triprotic acid. This is a diprotic acid, this is a triprotic acid. So depending upon the number of replaceable protons or replaceable hydrogen atoms per molecule, you can call acids as monoprotic or polyprotic. Depending upon the number of replaceable hydrogen per molecule of the acid, you can differentiate acids as monoprotic acids and polyprotic acids. Monoprotic acids will give just one proton on dissociation. Polyprotic can be diprotic, triprotic, depending upon whether if it is giving 2 H plus ions, it is diprotic. If it is giving 3 H plus ions per molecule of the acid, then it is a triprotic acid. So today we have learned about acids and bases. We have learned the physical differences, that is acid has a sour taste, bases have a bitter taste, bases have a slippery feel or a soapy feel, and we can do the litmus paper test to distinguish between acids and bases. A blue litmus paper turns red if it is in an acid, and a red litmus paper turns blue if it is in a base. Okay. Then we had moved to the types of acids. Acids can be called organic acids or inorganic acids. Those acids which we get from the living things are organic acids, and those acids that are obtained from minerals are called inorganic acids. Examples of organic acids, we have formic acid, acetic acid, etc. And examples of mineral acids, we have nitric acid, sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, hydrochloric acid, etc. Then we can also distinguish acids as weak acids and strong acids. And acids which can undergo only partial decomposition in water are called weak acids, and acids which undergo complete dissociation in water are called strong acids. Examples of strong acids are HCl, HNO3, sulfuric acid, etc. Nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. And examples of weak acids are phosphoric acid, carbonic acid, and acetic acid and formic acid. All organic acids are weak acids. Also, we can differentiate acids as monoprotic acids and polyprotic acids. Acids which has only one replaceable hydrogen per molecule is known as monoprotic acid, and acids which have more than one, that is 2, 3, 4, etc. replaceable hydrogen per molecule of the acid are called polyprotic acids. Example, sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. We can move on to bases. Bases are substances which can give hydroxyl ions in aqueous solution. Those bases which undergo complete dissociation in water are called strong bases, like potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, etc. And those bases that only undergoes partial dissociation in water, like NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, are called weak bases. Both acids and bases are corrosive in nature, and both of them conduct electricity as well as heat. Acid and base react together to give salt. NH4OH reacts with HCl to give NH4Cl and H2O, or NaOH and HCl reacts to give NaCl and H2O. So bases and or alkali and acid, or bases and acids react to give salt and water. So these are the basic points that you need to know about acids and bases. In the next lesson, we will move on to the chemical properties of acids and bases. Until then, bye bye.